Hello? Okay. I think it's working. I think it's working. Uh. Barrel's done again. I don't need. Oof. Just gonna come back and grab that one. Oh, okay. Toss some of these sigils back in here. Frame drop there. It's the top ones in there. I don't have any magic find. It's like there was a grandfather found yesterday. Maybe not even yesterday, but before. Chat. Nobody's chatting. Nobody can find this channel. Hidden. Do Zenith. I like Zenith because a lot of small hallways. It's the right mob types for farming certain things. Zenith has vampires, and that can drop the grandfather at a better clip. Oh, what up, Wade? I dropped... Yeah, I created a thumbnail from, so Streamlabs has like a paid service to create thumbnails, but I just created one and then it sends you to the paid section. So instead of paying for it, I just went to the snippet tool and just snipped the preview and tossed it in. Oh shit. I redid some of my gear. I took off the temerity and I put on these more defensive pants. What you I'm trying to talk to Wade? More defensive. Oh, are you kidding me? Anyway, I put on more defensive pants. I don't have enough like self-healing to really keep up with the temerity bonus. So I got some like damage reduction, typical pants things. Damage reduction from close, armor. total armor, damage reduction, dodge chance against close enemies, yeah. And then instead of the unique chest piece, I did the same kind of thing. I got ranks of challenging shout, total armor, damage reduction while fortified, and fire resistance, which doesn't really do anything. I'm still rocking 3 topazes, but I wanted to have that 11k HP threshold, just because I think that's better than what I had. I added like 1k HP with just those 2 rubies. And I upgraded my 2-handed hammer to have, I picked one that had strength and some crit damage and some vulnerability damage, really just everything that I kind of need as a barb. Yeah, the temerity pants and the topazes just, they weren't working together very well. I finished the second coat of paint on my half bathroom. So that's almost done. I just have to put the sink and the toilet back together. Put some caulk up in the main bathroom. Did I fill my inventory already? Here, just beep, beep. Make some more space. Does the noise gate work? Like, can you hear me clicking the keyboard or the mouse? Or is it just my voice that's coming through? Deep breaths. Oh my god. You're smarter than a rock. You can just hook your phone up to your network and type here. Nice. Yeah, one of my biggest pet peeves of watching anybody is when they're just like, they've got like a mechanical keyboard or something and they just like click, 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 click all the time. Ravine is a good one. In the chaos, yeah, I feel like I slam down on the shouts pretty hard when I start fighting a big pack. I think, what was that? 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, so 1 item, challenging shout. I have 4 item contribution from, I think 1 from all defensive skills, and then 3 from challenging shout here. Having 5 out of 5 on that is pretty sweet. Damage reduction is 50%. Armor is maxed out for the physical damage reduction at 80%. I got my strength up to 851, which is adding 851 armor, of course. Life 11,407. I think I'm in a good place. Of course, like this two-handed sword, yes, of course it's in 834 item power, but there's also some things on here that I don't really need. If I could get an 820 that had a lot better stats, then I'd probably use it, but just the 834 portion of it makes it really sick. 787 item power on this, definitely can upgrade there. 807, 794, 809. These are hard to beat just because of all the rolls. Anyway, gotta get these bloodstones down to their pedestals. I think I missed one down here and up there. Wait, what? Okay, so one's here and one's here. Just figured I would play for a little bit before I go put the bathroom back together, and decided if anybody was looking to be carried, I could carry them and see what happens. It's not my gear's fucking. My inventory's full. I need a bigger inventory, please. Could I carry like 3 times as much? That would be helpful. Or is that going to be a microtransaction? It's nice. It's a nice place to be at for sure, but hell, don't need that one. What's this? Okay, I'll just finish this and then clear the. There's too much shit on the ground. I have to go check things out and sell it. What that was. Mule pet microtransaction. Oy, oy, oy. I mean, I can see it happening. Which would kind of be... I feel like it would be a little bit pay to win, but also just like... not. I don't know. Sure, it's a convenience purchase. I'd probably purchase it. If it was like $5, I'd get it. And knowing Blizzard, it'd be like a $20 transaction. It's like right on the edge. It's like bordering and at like borderline touching the acceptable range of pay to win slash quality of life purchase. Did I beat it? Let's see. Checking out the dungeons here real quick. See what I get. Version of Kildium. No. Let's see. I'll stick to the ones I know. Haters, Witchwater, Whispering Pines. Whispering Pines, there we go. This is a good one anyway. I really like this dungeon. I've been getting low keys though. Not that I can really push a lot of the higher ones. Actually, with these changes, I might be able to. The changes I made for all the defensive moves, getting rid of 2 pretty shitty uniques that don't really work for me. Saw something somewhere. Someone said that you can get shout cooldown reduction on chest pieces for barbarians, which is like the entire reason why anybody uses the unique, the Razor Gath or whatever, just so they can get their shouts up faster and using them more often. %10 reduction is like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. It doesn't really show the full usefulness there, but I feel like the shouts typically have like a 25-30 second cooldown on. In that. Gatekeeper. Hello, Gatekeeper. Charged right back into that explosion. The other Gatekeeper. Sweet. know what I need to do? I need to get my third monitor set up on something behind my main monitor so I can just look up and look at people chatting. So I've gotta like crank my head to the side to read anything. Yeah, I've got all of my Paragon points, and I just redid some of my Paragon board today to get more strength. Because I had some extra, just random, like, spots of dex and willpower that I didn't need. It wasn't, like, helping any of my glyphs or anything like that. They were just, like, random things that I had clicked on at some point just to, like, spend the point. I've done, you know, all of the renown, now level 100, got all the Paragon that I can get. I have actually 6 boards with this. Using 6 boards for this build. It's I was able to angle the boards so I could go from one to the next. I don't even have, I think I have 1 legendary glyph, maybe 2. The rest of them I just have filled out with like the rare ones. Yeah, a lot of them don't seem worth it because a lot of those legendary glyphs you actually have like passives in your skill tree that you can use to get them, or aspects that really make those negligible. So the more rare glyphs you can use, I think the better your character is going to be. See. Expand that. Can't expand any further out? Jesus. Okay. Fuck. That's not the unique I was looking for. But, so this was actually, this was what, Whispering Pines, right? So Whispering Pines is spiders, but it's not one-handed swords. Yeah, not one-handed swords. So the fact that the unique at the end was not part of that pool just goes to show that these items are super fucking ridiculous. Anyway. Clear this out real quick. I don't think I probably have enough space to go do another one. I feel like it's every 2 dungeons I have to sell. Lagging? Nope, there we go. Witch water, I'll probably do witch water. Asylum, Dark Ravine. Den, I think Pharaoh's Den. Witch water. Get a good Leap Quake, I'll play Barb for sure. You know, they're trying. They just buffed some of the Leap Quake abilities, but they're not great. You could always give it a try. It might be something to play around with. I think people are so tuned in right now to Whirlwind that they're not even really experimenting with Leap Quake. Whirlwind and Hoda, you know. I think it'd be worth it. Be worth to give it a shot. Be fun. Does the rogue have any life on hit type abilities on their Paragon board? So I know the Barb has life on kill, but I'm just wondering for the rogue. Because it seems like Temerity is better for the rogue than it is for the Barb. Just because of some of the skills that you have. If you could actually do more with that to make yourself even more unkillable. One, 2, 3% on close crit and skills, not Paragon. Yeah. Just wondering if there's anything on the Paragon board Or if maybe they'll introduce something on the Paragon board for lifesteal. Kind of like how they had in D3. I just think the synergy with Temerity would be pretty good. It's a decent one. Mallwood, that one's good, I think? I can't remember. Yeah, it seems like with any kind of, like, if you're healing on crit, that's pretty insane. Which means you're getting a barrier, like, super fast. You're critting all the time, you're knocking things down. Seems like it would be pretty fun to play. Okay, so there's one, and then the other one's gotta be like here. Am I walled in? Is that what's happening? Couldn't even see what was stopping me from moving. Okay, well, probably have 2 more dungeons and then I'll go put my bathroom back together. I have to put the sink back on, connect all the shit, get the toilet hooked up. Probably should clean all of the pieces before I put them back in there. Give them a nice little Clorox wipe down. Still don't have my cooldown ring. Fortunate. I think if I got like a stack of books, I could put that 3rd monitor behind my main monitor. I could have a little chat thing up on the top of the monitor instead of like looking all the way over here to read. this one's pretty good. It's gonna be hard to beat. I think. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Forgot I am looking for a one-handed sword because this. Nope, it's this one. I think I've rolled this one too many times. So I've got vulnerable damage on this one, which is great. This one, I do not. Need vulnerable damage. 789 steel grasp. No. Chest. Lunging shout. Oh.
I'll shake on that. Yeah, give it over.
So, delete that at the other dude. Boots, 786. New. New.
Give it over.
New.
The forge is ready.
I thought that gave something different. Gives the same shit. Actually, let me just test out all of my new defenses on a higher tier. Whoa. You see that, dude? What the fuck's going on with this guy? You alright?
Greetings.
What the fuck? Is he gonna fight this dude? What is happening? Oh, okay. I wish we had like a stagger emote. You could stagger around the building. Alright. This 55. Black Asylum. 48, 60. 60 Witchwater. Let's give a 60 Witchwater a try. Oh, I missed the world boss? Oh no, it starts in 20 minutes, okay. I'll do this and then I'll wait for the world boss. At least I think I should be able to finish this in 20 minutes, let's hope. Or I might just die 4 times and that's it. Yeah. So I need to save Wrath there for when I get stunned or when I see that green thing come up. And then maybe not use my rallying cry before I get stunned. Probably the best option. What is this? Zombies, skeletons, vampires, ghost drowned. Okay, that's not helpful. Oh Oh no. It's just too much poison. Waiting for my shit to come back up here. I didn't wait long enough. God, that cold. I don't understand what is going on here. Like, why I'm not hitting for how much I normally hit for. But they did die. There we go. God. Yay! We did it! Of course I get some sacred legendaries instead of ancestral. Ay ay ay. That poison hurts, dude. There's like nothing you can do about it. It just hurts. Oh, I'm stunned. Like, I'm supposed to have... Green, yeah, the green eyes. The green eyes are like character killers if you don't have unstoppable. I just had to like rethink what my strategy was for that room. Knowing that there was cold. Oh man. Save this dude. Waste my conduit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, you guys are just annoying me. What is it that I'm doing that's doing like 200 damage? Very confused. Why is this thing not dying? Good God. Sometimes I'm attacking for like 500k, and then sometimes I'm attacking for like 30k, and I don't understand what the difference is. Like sometimes my damage just like jumps up. You know, maybe it's probably the mob level, to be honest. It's probably that I'm 100 and these are 114. God, this is gonna suck. I popped that challenging shout like just in time. I got frozen. Okay. Alright, if you're just gonna self-heal and stand in poison and waste my time, like I'd rather just fight this thing and get it over with. I do wish there was some kind of explosion or like, you know, like the monk ability, Exploding Palm, where you hit some creatures and they get a debuff, and if you kill it, it explodes. I mean, I feel like there are a couple of those abilities, but they're not very good. Dude, that lightning is just ridiculous. Just had to drag that dude around the map just to kill him. Yeah. Tons of affixes. Vampiric, poison enchanted, poison pools, poison spit, acid rain, rain man. Definitely harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I know it was like 20 minutes ago. What do we got now? We're like, we gotta be like 5 minutes away. But I just have to kill the boss. Not this guy, but the boss of this dungeon. Which is going to be probably easier than killing this elite. Starts in 8 minutes. Yep. Where was the thing? Here or here? Here. Thank you for that reminder, though. That's something I don't do very often, is the world boss. I've done Legion events a couple times the last couple days, but world bosses I seem to forget about. Sometimes, like, I am holding my button down and I'm just standing there like a doofus, not doing anything. I don't have any indicators that I'm stunned or immobilized. God. Alright. Perfect stun timer, perfect. Alright. Let's just finish him off? Nope, not yet. Alright, there we go. Ooh, ooh. That's a good dungeon. I like that one. The one dodge chance against distant. No, not good enough. Let's go. Zanzibar. So at least I'm cracking my fingers. Get my wrists. Nope. Okay. Oh, had like a bunch of people. Why do I keep getting random party invites? Like, no, man. Is this what happens when you hit 100? You just get random party invites? Get Big Bertha's trying to invite me?
Halt. Greetings.
Look.
check this gear out now. Okay. No legs. It's all trash. It is all trash. Need to check on all of my rare nodes. I didn't the fuck? What is this? No. Cool. I was worried. This is the only one that's close. 531 out of 530. Oh. It's only 15% crit strike damage. Maybe somewhere down the road I'll get some all stats or something. Even this one I'm not getting the extra 4.5 damage reduction for close enemies. Maybe we just...
Hello.
I will keep it. We're missing out on a couple on the last board, but it is what it is. This one, cold resist, trash.
You are courting pain.
Alright, here we go. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. He's not like doing anything. Am I confused? Was he even doing damage? There were people dying, but I don't understand why. Why were people dying? I don't think I took any damage that entire fight. I don't know. I don't know. Confusing. Yeah, yeah, meow, 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 meow. Yep, I know.
How's it feel?
You're so neglected. I know.
I'll shake on that.
Mm. Oh my god. My cat is making a lot of noise. Oh my god. Shut up. Shut up. If you want to be close to me, then come sit down on the couch. Okay. Legendary Hoarder, Legendary Ravager, Legendary... What is this? Legendary... something? Legendary Blessing. Everybody's legendary, apparently. $61. Ooh, a 60. Armor breakers. Reduce your armor by 7% for 6 seconds. Monsters take 60% less poison damage. Okay. Monsters deal an additional 20% as their physical damage dealt as fire. Presser. I'm intrigued. Okay. I don't know where to find Pale Tongue. Yeah, I don't know where to find Pale Tongue, but I need some because I'm like all out. What was that? Gifted Armor Smith. That, I don't know. This way. One second. Oh, gotta adjust myself. Oh. Had to crack my back. Right. This is distant enemies do armor breaking. Lord. But the good thing about Conclave is they have cultists, and cultists drop the ultra rare, and I think, ooh, Champion's Demise, that one's gonna be impossible. We can do that one together. I'll save the Champion's Demise ones for us to do together, Wade, because I can't do the Goatmen by myself, because they slap me really hard. But if I have someone that's stunning and knocking things down, we can smack those together. Glorious Hood. I feel like they changed suppressor to turn it on and off. Like some of these suppressor guys lose their bubble and then they get it again, unless that's just a graphics error. I put the pull back on my boots too, instead of the unstoppable thing that I had to add move speed. I felt like in battle, the move speed while unstoppable wasn't like totally important. So I kept like the fortify bonus on my helmet and put the pull, the whirlwind pull, back on my... Jesus, so many of these things. Look at that. I feel like they're dropping like candy. What's this? The hell? Search the... Why do I have something stuck to my back? What is on my back right now? That's not... I don't think I found the key, right? That would have dropped the key on the ground? Oh. Lightning. Just... It's getting frozen over and over. And... it opened. Cool. See, I knew it wasn't the key. I didn't have the right aspect for my two-handed mace for what I was trying to do. So I added on critical strikes with core skills, increase your attack speed by 46%. And now when I run out of fury, because I'm chasing something down, I can smack with lunging strike like super fast. Get my fury back up like instantly. Okay, lots of explosions. Lots of damage. Dude's dead. Jump out of here. We got the boss yet? Nope, slay all enemies. Okay. See, that's my lunging strike right there with a two-handed sword. It's an ambush. Hey! Okay. I almost had that big pack dead, and then just got exploded by something. I don't think I ever saw what it was that killed me. Ooh. The horde approaches. I feel like my defense is in a really good place from where it was compared to this morning. Like halfway through the fight, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, look at that. That dude dies in like half a second when I redo my buffs. You want to go back up over here? Oh, or was it? Oh, I guess they all respawned on me. Oh, that's what that was. It was the cap for the shrine. Duh. Okay. So I am done for now. Look through this gear real quick, sell it, get rid of it. I don't think I've ever seen the cooldown reduction to shout skills on a chest before. That seems to be like the best in slot. Let's see.
Yes, yes, I'll take it. Don't ruin all that work.
813. No. Okay. Another 61 conclave. Champion's demise 61. Oh, it's got Stormbane's wrath. Ugh. Any magic find? I find anything with magic find on it? Did not.
Don't ruin all that work.
Oops. just gonna get rid of anything that's under 50. Because at this point, I can do 61s. So let's go 51, 60. If it's magic find, I want to be able to finish it and not really have any issues. Aid from Frost Gold. Okay. Unfortunate. I think I have some in my stash too. I'll just swap out. $50. Whoa. One to 60. Poison, frost damage. Perfect. I'm actually gonna salvage the ones with Stormbane's Wrath. Top 3, 4 that I had. Blood Blister's not too bad. Stormbane's Wrath. Drifting Shade. They're just annoying. 51 to 60. Zero shock suppressor. Okay. There. That's not too bad.
My magics await your return.
Alright. I am going to finish up my half bathroom. I have a couple more spots that I need to fix on the paint. And when I do that, what's this? Send a couple pictures over to Wade.
Well done.
I actually haven't seen the thumbnail. That actually looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, to be honest. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that, for real. Well, it looks like they're gonna do Cataclysm Classic. They're adding Mythic Plus to Cataclysm Classic. Account-wide mounts, that's pretty cool. Raid scale to 85. Challenge modes. Invasions. Interesting. Let's
Ladies, gentlemen, and Harajam of all ages,
We'll
with
listen
all
to
of us
this real
focused on
quick.
the beautiful new patch and taking advantage of how much easier it is to farm currently, I'm sure many of you have just had sort of blinders on, using all of your Diablo time to actually play the game. But what you may not realize is that there has actually been some important stuff discussed by the developers the last couple of days, and those things could have notable impact for the future of the game. So let's break down what we have to come, what the devs have been saying, what it could mean for all of us going forward from patch
Window
1.03,
capture.
and of course a nice little update on the super rare unique items that only drop from content above level 85. First up, I feel like it's important to point out this actual part of the patch notes themselves. This isn't in effect yet by any means, but the developers are actively working on changes to monster density in all endgame content, from Helltide to Nightmare Dungeons, just all of it, and that should be a really wonderful thing for the game, given that it's just less enjoyable to kill a pack of 4 enemies than it is to kill a pack of 20 enemies, even if their relative strength of the group as a whole is identical. It just feels better to wade through endless monsters, honestly. So I'm glad that they're looking into this in general, and based on what they've told us, we can expect this to happen early on in Season 1. If we're lucky, it might even apply right at the start of Season 1, so it feels like a fresh experience right from the get-go. But we'll have to see when that actually happens on that front. As well, they have pointed out in the balancing section that they are specifically looking into minion-related changes for increasing their survivability. This goes not just for necromancers, but also companions for druids, so that'll be nice to see when that happens in the future.
Do some React content here.
The devs have been pretty active responding to questions and requests, so let's dive right on into that. First, we have this.
Speaking of which, the devs responding to community feedback has been fantastic. Him saying that just makes me remember how during the campfire chat they were talking about community managers talking to people on Twitter and Reddit and taking feedback and actually doing things about the things people are complaining about. Absolutely changes the game entirely, and it's nice to see.
This tweet asking when the next developer update or campfire.
With the first big patch out of the way in Season 1 starting soon, when can we expect another dev update or campfire chat? Next one needs more campfire. More news on that week. Perfect.
Stream will happen so that we can get some more concrete information. Adam Fletcher responds to this saying that there will be news about the specific timing of this before the week is over. It is currently Thursday right now, so that means that it won't be long by any means before we know when this next stream is. They previously said to expect a developer stream that is telling us about plans for Season 1 that will happen in early July. This should be a lot of meaty information, which is great to know ahead of time, but with us being given a more specific timeline on when the next stream will be within the next couple of days, I would say it's likely that the stream itself is at some point next week, which is of course early July, which means that it would be this Season 1 stream.
I think it's probably going to be in like 2 weeks.
Ron Ferguson, the GM of Diablo at Blizzard, in which someone is asking him when they'll announce the start of Season 1 because they want to plan time off from work. He responds that they will be announcing it next week. So with that, we know that over the next couple of days, we'll know.
With this, they'll announce the season start date next week. Then they'll probably have another campfire chat like the Thursday, like 2 Thursdays from, like 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, they'll have another stream.
The timing of the next developer update stream, which is theoretically a deeper dive into what to expect from Season 1. We also know that the Season 1 release date will be revealed next week, so that seems to line up quite specifically to say that there is a stream about Season 1 happening next week.
That sounds
it's only
stupid.
a matter of when specifically through the week, and of course, I'll update you all when we have an exact time and day. Past that, we have this very useful tweet from Joseph Pipiora, the Associate Game Director. Someone says, usually in Diablo, the more difficult the content, the better the loot, which is a fact, of course, and then asks if there are more ancestral drops over Sacred, the higher tier that a Nightmare Dungeon is. He responds quite simply, yes. Of course, this is great to know as a fact. After all, anyone who has done loads of Nightmare Dungeons will feel like this is the case. It is definitely noticeable that you just get better loot the higher tier.
So, doing 55 pluses, so I've done up to a 61 now, and it seems like every 2 dungeons my bags are full because I pick up every single ancestral item. So I think that is definitely the case. If I was doing like 35s to 45, I was able to do like 3 or 4 dungeons before my bags were full, and I think it's been very obvious that that's the case.
Here that you're doing, but that could have just been a coincidence, honestly. So now that we have full-on confirmation from a developer, that helps a lot. Put simply, as far as how this will actually affect your day-to-day grind, if you are looking for specific pieces of gear to put legendary aspects on, if you're looking for better pieces of gear at higher item power with better affixes and stats, you should probably focus on doing the highest tier Nightmare Dungeon that you can comfortably complete. It's not worth it if you are slow down too much, or if you're dying and possibly failing. You don't want to go to tiers that are that high, but higher tier Nightmare being worth more as far as gear is now a confirmed...
No, see, with that I disagree, especially if you hit level 100. If you hit level 100, go ahead and push as high as you can, because the XP doesn't matter anymore. So push as high as you can, you have a better chance of getting unique, rare, super uniques, whatever. You have a better chance at those things. So just go ahead and push. Just push as hard as you can.
Fact of the game. On top of that, if you are someone who has been doing lots of activities within World Tier 4, but feel like you're getting nothing but sacred gear, just a few amount of ancestrals, nothing actually meaningful, your voice has been heard as well. Adam Fletcher responds, saying that the team is looking to adjust the loot drops for better rewards by the start of Season 1.
So, with this, I feel like a lot of people are doing regular dungeons, and regular dungeons are not going to have as good of a chance to get ancestral gear as they are sacred. So yeah, maybe they need to adjust some things, but I think adding more ancestral gear to non-nightmare dungeons is not going to fix the game. I think one thing that would really help is actually giving like more of a breakout of what people can target farm. If you can target farm helmets a certain way, there should be a breakout in the game saying, this dungeon drops helmets more, this dungeon drops swords more, things that you can just run specific dungeons over and over to get specific pieces that you're looking for upgrades. I think that would really help. My email. Don't look at my email. Where did it go? There you go.
So before Season 1 actually happens. That is a really big deal as well. I'm quite happy to see the lineup of changes that we have to look forward to as Season 1 approaches, as this will of course be a massive reset for the game. All of us will be starting again at level 1, and we won't have any of our stash or our gear from our other characters. Many people will even be starting a new class they haven't tried before to experience how people live on that side of the pond. But the fact that there will be notable mechanical changes to loot and XP that will affect us on this journey is pretty massive, even outside of all of the unique changes that will happen from the season itself and how it works. Personally, I'm getting really excited for Season 1. I've quite enjoyed my time with
This guy
Diablo
playing
4
a
as a base
Hoda
game so
warrior,
far,
a
even
Hoda
aside
barb.
from the issues that we all know that it has, but getting a
He
hard
almost looks
reset
like-
on the game, even with just the changes.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
we've
he's
made
like
so far,
one-shotting
should be
things.
Quite a bit of fun.
What is he doing?
Past this, just a bit of a funny interaction. One player was asking
Killing
Joseph
87s
Pipiora
in one
if there
hit.
was any way that the developers would work NFTs
Oh
into
god,
Diablo
NFTs,
4
let's
in
skip that.
general, and moving NFTs into gaming. Glad to see that the developer team for Diablo 4 is simply firmly against this ever ever happening with their game. Keep that shit out of here. Then one final bit of developer response. We have a player bringing up the issue with cosmetic transmog within the game. It is a cool system, of course, and there are actually a ton of really cool looking armor sets for most classes, even with base game armor, aside from Druid. I joke. Druid still has like 2 base game sets worth using, I guess. But there seems to be an issue where
Client
for some
patch.
players, cosmetic transmog just straight up does
Cosmetics,
nothing. It does
that's
not
cool.
apply, which is of course exponentially worse when this also happens with cosmetics purchased through the shop. Imagine paying real life money to look a certain way because you thought it was worth your money, only to have it not actually do anything for you. But Rod replies here saying it will be fixed in the next client patch,
That's
implying
good.
that it is very known about to the dev team, very understood, it's already being worked on. And well, to me, that says that the next client patch is probably not like a month away, it won't happen.
Can we just take a second to say who the fuck is paying $30 for one set of cosmetic items? Good God. You already paid $70+ for the game, and now you're going to pay $30 for a set of cosmetic items? Holy shit. No. Do not do that. The game has plenty of good cosmetics in the game, unless you have a ton of money to spend on cosmetic items. Just fucking forget about it.
In the middle of season 1, if we already know some of what is going to be a part of it. Personally, I would expect the next client patch, the next bigger patch, to hit right before season 1 does, probably fixing all of the last round of stuff they want to take care of before everyone is reset and starting fresh. With that, then, the developers have had their
Just
say,
like two-shot
what they wanted to talk about.
at
But what
87.
about the players? What has been happening in the community itself?
Just
One big
one-shot
piece
a
of recent
boss?
news is that we have had our first confirmed drop of the Grandfather Sword. As you can see here in this inspect screen, I'm so jealous of this, of course. It's an incredible item, would be great on my Barbarian, and we are told that this came from a chest during Helltide, which is interesting. Definitely increasing our thoughts on the activities that can drop these items, and then also recently we had a confirmed drop of Endariel's Visage, again the first confirmed drop, another one of the 6 ultra rare unique items that are in the game. On first glance, the effect itself is just sort of alright, but the silly part of this item is that it drops with 2 to 3% lifesteal just straight up. Think about the numbers that you hit enemies for in this game, compare that to your actual health pool. The difference between those is staggering. Even a low roll of 2% lifesteal would in theory provide you with over 50% of your health healed for most instances of damage that you deal in endgame content.
And also, if you're looking at the mix of Endariel's Visage and Temerity, you're looking at ridiculous overheals all the time, especially if you're playing something like a Whirlwind Barb or anything that does just AoEs while you're moving. You can just run through dungeons and never take damage because you will be overhealing because of your consistent damage, and you can just get rid of some of your defenses and go strictly into more damage, which means more healing, which means more overhealing. Absolutely ridiculous.
Which would make most people practically immortal. This helmet is incredible, and it's awesome to see that it is finally dropped for someone out there. On top of that, I've also heard that someone has in fact gotten a Doombringer, which brings our total confirmed number.
Or skill damage, percent damage. I mean, this, what is it? Against deal shadow damage surround enemies, reduce their damage down by 20%. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's an okay sword, you know?
Numbers of the ultra rare uniques dropped for players up to.
There's no crit damage. So, let's say, go back here. Let's look at this. I've got crit damage. I've got more crit damage. I've got damage to close enemies, damage to bleeding enemies, and damage to slowed enemies. Oh, considering that, let me see. Okay, so that's actually what I wanted. Here, I just fixed that sword.